Hello. Hello. It's me, the boy Wonder, or Spike 20 for that reason. I might mention now before this video begins, I hope someone makes an animated video of this. Hopefully. Also, I might mention Reagan's character's name throughout this video. And I might basically talk about this and that. And some weird history between basically Swag 20's life, I guess. So remember when I said about mentioning mentioning Reagan's name or mentioning Reagan's character, just like I did right now? Well, I'm going to start this topic off. And a lot of people said Planar Street I should basically use some different character, and I did actually have a design specifically ready to go onto the OG Reagan's character. Now the simple reason why I'm saying this is because I was actually going to put this design model on the new Reagan model design. Simple reason is so that way everyone hasn't forgotten that Reagan did actually wear this outfit. To make things easier said and done, it's like one of my Swag 20's variations, or should I say the Planar Straight, I guess the 2017, I'm not 100%, the 2017/2018 variation, because he actually had a full blue outfit before changing back to the black and blue outfit. Yeah, I type and explain it. Now some people, well, one person actually tried to ship my character with that, with Reagan's character, or to try to ship me and the original creator of Reagan, us together. The only difference is she's 16, I'm 15, which makes actually a lot of sense. Though I'm gonna be 16 next year. Then basically our character designs are going to have a lot of difference. And I actually did reveal Planar Straight, and I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm not gonna tell a lie, that I did actually reveal Swag 2021 variation in the upgrade video, or specifically the new design. The reason why I revealed it is so that way basically I got a new design specifically for next year, which is going to basically come along in a few days, being honest. Anyway, back to the story. Reagan and Swag 20 don't work together. They're like rivals, but a little bit worse. They bicker over something quite quickly and make things easier said and done. I'm sorry for bringing the character's name up. Don't get mad at me. I got my own explanation. Anyway, back to the story. There is a difference though. Swag 20 is a bit taller. Well, I shouldn't actually say Planar Straight a bit taller. He's actually huge. He had to end up changing his size to a point where he had to be a bit 5 centimeters a bit taller than Reagan. This would explain why basically Swag 20 had a more of a dead-eye look. But Swag 20 was already dead from the beginning as soon as he got this inner frame. That's something fun fact, Swag 20 is actually dead while Reagan is still alive. Now you may say Planar Straight, how is he basically using the inner frame? Let's just say Planar Straight that if he's not using his actual body, he's classed as a dead guy. Despite being killed multiple times, he's still dead. So pretty much he said Planar Straight, there's no point killing me if I'm already dead, which might be revealed in some point later videos. Back to the story. Swag 20 and Reagan don't work together, as I basically mentioned before. Also, Reagan is 16. Pretty much means basically Reagan's character must have been born in some point at somewhere in the 2000s. Somewhere in the 2000s something. While Swag 20 was actually born a lot earlier. In other words, he was born somewhere in the BC timeline. But the problem is, I'm not revealing the number of it. Because if I reveal the number, pretty much everyone's gonna straight up go yummy yummy and try to go and kill the parents of Swag 20. Which I might actually have to mention. Swag 20 ended up having to kill his own parents because he knew for a fact this was not going to be the case. So in other words, there's a reason why Swag 20 didn't reveal his parents, because revealing his parents could make them an easy target. So try to basically remove them makes everyone just not go yummy yummy on him. The thing is, he had to do it on a time when specifically when things didn't go complete chaos. Though it was kind of weird. And don't ask why that had to be the case. Let's just say that there are some people who kind of try to mess up the character system. And fun thing about Swag 20, or just to say plain and straight, another thing about Swag 20. Another thing about Swag 20 that I think I should bring up, that why he didn't basically doesn't want to put Reagan out of misery, or just kill her for that reason, is for the fact that Reagan does look exactly like Ruby, a previous friend that he used to have before. Ruby is a mix of a white shapeshifter and a black shapeshifter, causing her to be a mix between. However, she's mostly a multi-shifter, despite being titled a shapeshifter. She's half white, half black, which I actually had to make sure it was kind of good, but at the same time kind of weird. She has an ordinary wolf nose, but she has basically some animal ears. She also has basically 2 horns, but haven't they been switched? Instead of basically being in the same area, they've been flipped. One of them has been flipped upside down, causing it to basically be in the opposite. Swag 20's other friend, or should I say plain and straight, he's most likely his actually named assistants, Dr. Leonard Animals. And I should explain this guy. Dr. Animals, as his short name, was an ordinary human, which I might actually reveal his original name, Dr. Leonard Marcus, or Dr. Marcus for shortness. He was an ordinary human until he encountered this multi-shifting hybrid, aka Swag 20. He was confused why this one type of species is here. And after watching Swag 20 able to deal with their own problems and basically spared the poor guy, the guy decided to come along with him on his journeys. This would explain why basically Funtime Swag 20 has a character who has multiple animal parts. Which, in other explanations, Dr. Marcus decided to, or should I say plain and straight, decided to slap himself with, well, not completely slap himself like an ordinary slap, as in something like that, decided to completely inject pretty much every single animal species from deceased to not deceased. In other words, he's a mix. Not only that, his strength got increased along with basically that. The downside is that he used up too much stamina, and he can go over hyperactive if he sees something very good. In other words, seeing something that's very more likely to his type, as in something that's engineering. Plus, he's actually an engineer, which I actually did bring up as well. Very much. I will reveal those 2 characters some point in later time. But the reason why I'm not going to reveal them is because people are going to say plain and straight that I copied someone else's character, or copied someone's character, and saying plain and straight that I actually own this character, something like that. That's why I didn't reveal Swag 20's age, because if I revealed his age, which I'm not going to, simplicity, because of this. If I reveal his age and time when he was born, pretty much people are going to put their characters before that. 20 kind of exists before basically any of this BS happened. That's including basically Calamity Wars. A fun fact about Swag 20, he was originally a knight before switching to a soldier. Then he kept on switching around, from being a soldier to a destroyer to pretty much anything that he gets his hands on, until he was known as a multitasker. And multitasks are actually kind of rare for those. Multitaskers are actually hard to come by and hard to find. You see, if they do one thing and another all at once, they're known as a multitasker. And pretty much dealing with 2 things at once is actually quite easy for him. Pretty much dealing actually anything is actually quite easy for him. For other people, it's not, because they kind of have too much strain on the brain. Something like that. And I guess that's the cover of this video. I hope you like this video, and I will see you all next time. I hope you understand about basically what I talked about. If you don't, I might make a separate video about this. And also, by the way, I'm going to make a rant about Harold, the weird side. I'm just going to basically go with my opinions and just hope for the best that people understand I'm trying to defend myself despite everyone thinking I'm not. I'll see you all later. I hope you have a good time, and I hope you survive this pandemic, and I hope you had a very good Christmas, which I already know for a fact Christmas just went by 2 days ago, but I hope you had a good Christmas at the time. Until next time, have a good one.